This lovely day. To get into the count, they put a wristband on me. And this time last year, I was wearing a wristband in the intensive care unit of a hospital in Oxfordshire. So, as I said earlier, success and failure in life is relative, and I'm still here alive and kicking. I must say, I think for us, despite the extraordinary result we saw overnight, with this big shift to the Conservatives, all based, I think, on fear of the SNP and fear of the SNP Labour coalition, that certainly damaged Ed Miliband's prospects, and you would have thought that would have damaged UKIP's prospects. Well, in some ways it did, in some ways it didn't. We've still got 4 million people have gone out there and voted for us under the first past the post system, having won a European election last year and come first in the country with 4.3 million votes. But I have seen a shift in our vote, and I saw it yesterday in Broadstairs. I saw people saying, Nigel, we're going to vote for you in the local elections, we love what you stand for, we agree with you, but we can't afford to have a Labour SNP coalition. So I think some of those older voters who've been voting UKIP for the last couple of years did vote Conservative yesterday, and yet that vote was supplemented, augmented, replaced by a different kind of voter. And the new UKIP voter is predominantly working class, very much younger than it ever was before, and I would characterise our strength in this constituency, and it's being seen all over the country, young working couples, and in particular young women, now voting UKIP. And they're looking for change. They're the kind of people who feel they work hard, do their best, pay for childcare, but are frankly little better off than those that don't work. And that is a big social problem within this country. Personally, I think the first past the post system is bankrupt. It's bankrupt because one party can get 50% of the vote in Scotland and nearly 100% of the seats, and our party can get 4 million votes and just one seat. And I think for those reasons, there'll be a lot of angry UKIP people out there. They're not giving up on UKIP, but absolutely determined that we get a fairer, more reflective system. But there's something deeper about this first past the post system. What it's led to is a general election in which, because the system that was designed to produce majority government couldn't do it, has led to a totally negative general election campaign. Everybody says, don't vote for these guys, they're slightly worse than us. And my feeling is, if we had a proportional system, actually you'd say, please vote for me, because every single vote counts, and this is what we stand for. So I think electoral reform wouldn't just make our politics fairer, I think it would make it more open, more honest, and we'd see some real debate. Now, I said, as this campaign went on, that if I didn't win, I would stand down as leader of UKIP. And I know that you in the media are used to party leaders making endless promises that they don't actually keep. But I'm a man of my word. I don't break my word. So I should be writing to the UKIP National Executive in a few minutes, saying that I am standing down as leader of UKIP. I will recommend that pro tem they put in place as acting leader Suzanne Evans, who I think has emerged from this campaign as an absolute tower of strength within UKIP. She works in London, she's based in the London office, and I think that's the right way for us to go. As far as I'm concerned personally, well, yes, there's a bit of me that's disappointed. There's a bit of me this morning that's happier than I've felt for many years. There hasn't been a single day of my life since 1994 that has not been dominated by UKIP. I've tried to mix that with family. I tried for 9 years to mix it with running my own business. And it really has been 7 days a week, totally unrelenting, and occasionally let down by people who perhaps haven't always said and done the right things. So I feel a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders. I haven't had a fortnight's holiday since October 1993. I intend to take the summer off, enjoy myself a little bit, not do very much politics at all, and there will be a leadership election for the next leader of UKIP in September, and I will consider over the course of this summer whether to put my name forward to do that job again. One thing I'm certain of, one thing I'm absolutely certain of, is there are opportunities coming up electorally. I look at the Welsh Assembly elections next year, the Scottish Parliament the year after, the London Assembly elections, goodness knows what by-elections may come, and I think those 4 million people out there are pretty loyal. They're voting for us, not because they think we're slightly less worse than somebody else, they're voting for us because they believe in us. And I think the next chapter of UKIP has begun. I want us to reform our membership model. I want to make this a party that you can join for £10 and not £30. I want us to recognise the huge success we've had in this campaign on social media and work even harder on that. And I think you'll see a younger, more vibrant, energetic UKIP campaigning not just to get our country back from Brussels, not just to control immigration sensibly with the Australian-style point system, but one that actually wants to see a fairer society that helps those who are out there working hard and trying their best to have a better life, and an electoral system that actually engages people and gets people thinking that when they vote, they might just get a government and a parliament that is representative of their views. Thank you.
Nigel, this way.